Silence makes people uncomfortable. Not loud silence. Not peaceful silence. The kind of silence where someone says nothing, and suddenly, you feel exposed. That feeling? That's psychology. Silence isn't empty. It's loaded. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why silence can feel threatening, why it makes people talk too much, and how it silently controls conversations, power, and emotions. Once you see it, you'll never hear silence the same way again. Silence equals uncertainty. Here's the truth most people miss. Your brain hates uncertainty. When someone stays silent, your brain rushes to fill the gap. Did I say something wrong? Are they judging me? Are they angry? Silence removes feedback. And without feedback, your brain creates stories, usually negative ones. That's why silence feels heavy. Not because something is happening, but because your brain thinks something is. Notice how quiet moments in this video feel longer than they are. That's your brain reacting, not reality. The power dynamic of silence. Silence shifts power. The person who speaks first often gives up control. In negotiations, arguments, even relationships, silence pressures the other person to explain, justify, or overshare. That's why interrogators use silence. That's why confident people pause before answering. Silence forces the other brain to work harder. And the harder the brain works, the more uncomfortable it becomes. Silence as a psychological mirror. Here's where it gets darker. Silence acts like a mirror. When no response comes back, people project their own fears into the gap. Insecure people assume rejection. Anxious people assume danger. Overthinkers assume disaster. The silence didn't say anything. Your mind did. When silence becomes manipulation. Now let's talk about the dark side. Silence can be used intentionally. Ignoring messages, withholding responses, cold pauses during conflict. This is called silent control. The goal isn't communication. It's emotional destabilization. Silence makes the other person chase clarity, approval, or closure. And whoever controls clarity controls the emotional balance. How to break the power of silence. Here's how you disarm it. Stop reacting immediately. Silence only works when your brain panics. The moment you think, interesting, they're silent. Instead of, what did I do wrong? The power breaks. Silence feeds on interpretation. Remove the interpretation, and silence becomes neutral. So, silence didn't change. Your relationship to it did. Silence isn't empty. It's psychological space. And the person who stays calm inside that space wins. It helps you see control before it controls you. Not for noise, for clarity. Because once you understand silence, it stops speaking for you.